All right, good evening, guys. Ken at Tortoise Capital, Nightly Strategy Podcast, December 11th, 2023. Shout out to my brother working hard, getting the book out there. We're listed in the top 5 bestsellers in financial management and options trading, and number 1 in new release in financial engineering. So well done to the boy. Appreciate everybody's support on this. Without you, we can't get traction in the world, and we need your support so that other folks can get this on their radar screen. Really appreciate it. All right, let's start with Alcoa, 30-minute chart. This is the hybrid swing trading. Today, no trade, pretty much sideways chop. Still stabilizing after a long sell-off. AI, sideways chop, no trade. Amazon, this was a morning hook on a 1-2-3 on the 30 or on the 3-minute charts, I should say. I should also say this was a 1-2-3 entry on Friday that was closed a little bit better than 1R. It had a 2R adverse gap, so that one ended up going negative. I missed the revenge trade to the downside, was not in the zero state. 1-2-3 entry on the SSC on 3 minutes, got about an hour and a half back, so net positive for the day. Caterpillar, this was a Kata 2, emerging dragon above the hump of the dragon, got a fractional gain after a nice initial run up. Cliff, no trade. CVS took the, this was a 1-2-3 entry on the 3-minute, which paid off nicely for about 3R on the swing. Disney, no trade. I missed the move in the afternoon. Dish, we closed the 2 position long on general market weakness. Just about everything was failing this morning. And so I didn't get many shorts in because I was busy covering longs. Devon Energy, this was a continuation of the upside. Initially a nice move, but then it failed back to the VWAP and it just scratched out of it. Electronic Arts, missed the gap and go. Oh man, that was painful after the fact. Emerging markets, on the other hand, we did get a Kata 2 continuation and cashed an R by the end of the day. Ethereum got smashed. We had 2 positions long. It closed well in the money. And just lesson learned, Kenneth, no cryptos over the long weekend on double positions, because this one took a nice almost 5R win and made it negative. That bruised me all day. EWW, no trade. Brazil, no trade. Intel, this was a, we just continued the trade from Thursday, and that one's deep in the money, and that's about 5R in hand. IP, fractional gain on a 1-2-3 entry early. IYR, 1-2-3 on the 30-minute, fractional gain, story of the day. Fractional gain on Coke on a late Kata 2 entry. Regional banks, no trade. Fractional gain on Mattel. 2R on McDonald's on the gap and go. We finally got it after it broke through the PSAR and the Bollinger Band mean. And finally, I just held my nose and bought it. Merck, tried a gap and go and scratched. Microsoft, got a late in the day 1-2-3, but the sad news, sad face was 2 positions long in tech that closed really, really well. Both got smashed, and so it was up 5 and ended up being down 3. sad face. Then 1, 2, 3 on the 30-minute, and it gets an R back. Marijuana, this is collapsing dragon, and in a long downward trend, got on board, and then the bottom fell out in the last half hour. Wouldn't be surprised to see a big gap tomorrow, but that one's holding 4R overnight. A little bit of cushion. NVIDIA, so this was part of the broad tech sell-off. So we were able to go from +3 to +1. I thought about the short here at crossing the Bollinger Band mean, thought about the short as it broke through the previous day's box, regretted it all the way down, and then could not get the zero state for a 1, 2, 3 entry the other way. Just couldn't find my feet today with a map. Clean energy, no trade. Rivian, no trade. That's setting up for a Z3 pinch pretty nicely. The S&P was just uninterrupted joy. So what's the big deal? It's just going up. And treasuries coming down. Tesla tried the short, and this was deep in the money. And then I just, I let it come back to scratch and just hypnotized. Bad form today. I was pretty tired from the workout. I've only got 2 more sessions of physical therapy left, and they worked me hard today. And I came back and just felt kind of dull and stupid today, if I can say it that way. Walmart, I've been stalking. This has been the real anomaly as the sell-off during the holidays. And this is a remarkable sell-off. And so I've had a long bias on it, and it was an act of will to get that short last week. Today, I could not get short on it. And finally a 1, 2, 3 and an SSC. And it felt horrible when I took it, but it closed really well. It's got 3R going into the close, so I decided to hold that one. If anything, that's one that could gap in our favor tomorrow. And there's a lot of cushion built in for easy gains to the upside in Walmart. So I'm thinking that may be the trade of the week, that series. U.S. Steel, similar, it's recovered from the sell-off, had quadruple support here, and the SSC late in the afternoon. That and Walmart were one of the few things that were working for me that I could take. So not especially energetic today. It was a long, difficult weekend with a lot of soccer and then a hard workout this morning, and I may have overdone it. So that plus all the good news from the book had me in a somewhat of a balanced mood today. So thanks to the team. Here's the this is the stock in Walmart and my state of mind all day. So I saw the big gap up. I couldn't take it because I was exiting everything else that had been long. It was smashing me over the weekend. That was brain bruised. Saw the peak at 2. I saw it come back and get below the VWAP at 3. Couldn't move. Saw the breaking of the Bollinger Band mean and the PSAR. Couldn't get in the zero state. Saw the continuation at 5. Couldn't get in the zero state. Saw it bottom out at 6 and run all the way to 7 through the VWAP and back to the Bollinger Band mean. Couldn't get short. Watched it go to a new low at 8, and then at 9, and then at 10, and then at 11. All new lows, just frozen like a deer. At 12, I see the PSAR flip and the RL30 get across the Bollinger Band mean on the way to 13. Higher low at 14. Finally, in the last 90 minutes, was able to take a COT of 2 with a little bit wider than normal stop. That's a 25-cent stop in Walmart. And that one worked. And then the 2R battle drill, and then closed it just so that I could look at myself in the mirror when I shave tomorrow morning. So 4R on the first one, 2R on the second one, and some change. So that helped me recover today. The rest of the day was kind of a slog. This was Intel. I tried tech in the morning. This was about the only tech that was not getting slaughtered. There was an OR3 gap up. I took the OR3 entry with the standard risk, cashed a couple, re-entered on the COTA 2, cashed one, and then it droned into the lunchtime, and I didn't have any energy left. So that was about 3R in Intel. Let's take a look at the traders today. They did much better than me. Here's Tim. Let's see, get him set up here. The hell. He brought in 5.5R in AMD. This was the other semi that worked. Intel made that early morning run. AMD really made the run. He squeezed 5.5R out of it on a single position. The 2R battle drill was not in play, but it could have been. And then he pulled another 1.2 in the rest of the trades he was making. So really nice work from Tim. Very professional setups and all that. They've completed their work on a trading view bundle. You can send me an email if you're interested in their package. I'll hook you up with their link. But they've done a complete set for trading view in the same way that Phil and Griff did for Thinkorswim, and that Danny has done for TC2000 and TradeStation. So now we have a complete set for trading view as well. George does a nice job here on coin. Stays with it, managing risk, and is able to adapt on the VWAP crossover. And note the river sloping down is sort of a hint. The breaking of the VWAP is another hint, and he crushes it for 2.5. So well done there. Ilker gets a emerging dragon on a new 52-week high in AMD for 0.6. So it was a swing as well as the intraday. He grinds 1.8 out of Intel. He stayed with it late in the afternoon. I was done right about here, but there was still more of that. This is like a cattle drive or a long distance train ride. It's just grinding, and going, staying above the VWAP. So Intel, to me, is a long-term keeper and a long-term trader to the upside. This is, he grinds 4 out of Tesla, gets 1.5 in the morning session, another 2.3 in the afternoon. That's his dinner break, so he's trading, of course, in the European time frame. But really nice work staying with it and taking measured shots, getting paid on these increments, doing really nice work. And here he gets the second position in on the significant move as it crosses the VWAP. When it doesn't work, he's able to get out of it without, he's not married to the position. That was well done. Amazon was tricky. His timing was off a little bit in here. Although I see the PSAR flips, he's finally getting some traction in here, and then called it a day just as the natural short would have paid him. But still, pretty solid work all day. And let's see, I think that's everything we got for the traders. So we will. Here's my the daily report is posted. It was such a quiet sideways day today that nothing really to review on that. So we're just gonna call it a day. I need to catch up on some recovery time, and we'll get this published and posted and see you in the mornings. Take good care.